Hi there and welcome to the Bella Buzz. My name is Bella. Today I'm going to be joined by my good friends Aoife and Jenny, and we are going to be talking about a Valentine's or Galentine's Day, all in favour of DCU's Women in Radio Day this Wednesday the 12th. So shut up and listen. Hi there and welcome to the Bella Buzz. My name is Bella and today I'm joined by 2 out of the 4 original cheesy singles, Jenny, Keegan and Aoife McMahon. Say hello, ladies.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. And today is my Valentine's versus Galentine's Day show, and we have a lot to get through, including our usual news bites, a quick meme of the day, the Valentine's poll and discussion hosted on my Instagram, followed by our Valentine's versus Galentine's movie. Also, Aoife is going to be revisiting her role as On This Day presenter, so we're very excited to be here for that, aren't we, Aoife?
Yes, trip down memory lane now.
Yes. So I'll just quickly run through the news bites so we can get to the good stuff. A man who made 6,000 phone calls to his girlfriend has pleaded guilty of coercive control in Donegal. Kevin Dunleany has been jailed for 21 months for harassment and coercive control to the mother of his child. This is the first conviction of its kind in Ireland. Are you okay?
Yeah, this microphone is not going well.
It's alright. Following election 2020, which saw a rise in support for the left-wing politics, the Social Democrats have said they believe a left-wing minority coalition is unlikely. Meanwhile, Varadkar has stated that he thinks he will be the opposition leader of the next government. And one lucky Irish citizen is now €17 million richer after winning the Euro Million jackpot. The winner is apparently from Mayo, and it is the 15th time the Euro Millions have been won in Ireland. Ladies, what is the first thing you would do if you won the lotto?
Oh, buy myself a car. And actually, buy my parents, pay for the building that we're going to be getting that done next year because they're stressing out trying to cut costs.
Mortgage.
Oh, that's a lovely
and
one.
get a takeaway.
Very nice.
But like an unlimited takeaway, like I would get like 6
Oh,
starters.
just buy the takeaway.
Just get like 6 starters, a main, and I'd get dessert. Do people get desserts in a takeaway? I know, I'd get one.
I think I'd like stay a night in the Shelburne.
I think the first thing I would do is fly my family on holidays, and while we're on holidays we can then hash out the plan that we'll have for the rest of our lives.
Have meetings.
Yeah.
About your
so
money spending.
I'd buy an all-inclusive trip to, I don't know, something like Las Vegas or something, and we'd sit with mimosas planning our lives.
I'd hire like a personal shopper and I'd be like, just spend. I'd be like, go.
I would give some stuff to charity though. I feel like I couldn't. No, but I couldn't justify like winning so much money and then not giving anything to anyone.
I remember,
like, I have to.
Yeah, of course.
My mom did say when we were younger, because I asked her that question ages ago, being like, what would you do if you won the lottery? And she said something really lovely. Now I don't know if she feels the same about it anymore, I'm joking, but she said that she'd fill an envelope with money and she'd give it to the neighbours, and she wouldn't say, you know, where it came from. Ooh. So she'd like drop it into neighbours.
But like where does neighbours stop?
Yeah.
The whole street? The next street over?
Well, anyone who's her friend, who she regards as her friend.
Okay, so that's friends, not neighbours.
Well, a lot of the friends are neighbours. The ladies around the corner.
I think it'd be more, I'd have to separate some and I'd have to give some to every family in my family. Do you know, like
I'm great, I have a very limited family, so I still have loads.
Yeah, I've got a pretty small family, so I'd be like,
that all my money be gone.
It wouldn't really make much of a dip, like.
I'd be able to buy like a little 2002 Corsa afterwards, so I have money left over.
That's terrible. And now we're gonna let Aoife resume her role as On This Day officer. Are you ready?
I didn't even source these myself. Bella sourced these.
I did.
We have 2.
We have 2.
Very, very important day, clearly. Okay, so in 1947, Christian Dior presented his first influential collection named The New Look. Ooh, like the shop. Obviously, probably a bit more highbrow.
So, New Look is Dior now.
Yeah. And it was invented in 1947. So then in 1999, the year after myself and Jenny were born and the year Bella was born, US President Bill Clinton was acquitted by the Senate in his impeachment trial. Oh, that's kind of cool because we had an impeachment trial this year as well.
Yes, I thought it was
very... They're also acquitted. So.
Yes, because no one ever
acquits
anyone. And also, it's this tiny little thing, the cutest little thing in the world. It is Louis' birthday today, which is Bella's dog, in case you didn't know, Louis, which I'm sure you all do.
Louis is my one-eyed wonder. He has one big tusk that sticks out of his mouth, and he is 9.
And it's his birthday. Wow. Happy
birthday,
Louis.
So what's that in dog years?
Oh,
it's 7 years, isn't it?
Yeah, what's
9 by 7, which is 63.
Wow, oh my god. He's nearing retirement age.
Well, is he though? Because that went up.
Yeah, 65.
Yeah, to be fair. It could be bloody 80.
Well,
like.
today is his birthday, but we do share a gotcha day, and if anyone knows what a gotcha day is, it's something that's traditionally for adopted or fostered children, but we have it for our dog, and it's the day that he was adopted by us, and it also is my birthday. So whenever it's my birthday,
She gets upstaged.
I get upstaged by the dog. I used to get upset about it, but now I'm like, you know what, he deserves it. So,
Was your dog a birthday present?
Not for me.
Oh, okay.
No, but it was the day that we were all out of the house because I went to the cinema with my friends and I can't remember what Andrea was doing, but Rebecca was in work. So my mum and dad were like, right, it's a Saturday, we'll go.
Fair.
Yeah, so they planned it out. Now for the meme of the week, which isn't so much as a meme as much as I thought it was just fantastic. But it is of two mice in the London Underground, and Aoife thinks it looks like a tango.
I think they're dancing.
It was described as, what was it, the strained squabble.
Yeah, it was meant to be
Or
like
a
they
station
were
squabble.
fighting.
Yeah.
I think giving each other a box. I kind of like the idea of them giving each other a box.
I like the
Yeah.
idea of them dancing.
Although it kind of looks like one mouse is definitely winning. The other one's like
Oh,
on its
he
way
is
down.
most
They're-
definitely
it's,
winning.
It's mid-dip, okay? They're
Yeah.
doing the tango and it's mid-dip.
But that was Station Squabble, and that has been on BBC News, and it has been presented on Lad Bible. We are going to be starting off with the poll and discussion, which was Valentine's themed. So we had about 130 to 140 answers last night because I got it up late. So I think there's still things coming in, but unfortunately I had to skip them. So this is at the time that I exited it. So are you spending Valentine's Day alone or with your other half? 60% of people said alone and 40% of people said with their other half.
I mean, I'm alone.
I'm alone.
Happily.
I'm actually going to be spending Valentine's Day with my sister, and like we might as well be in a couple at this stage anyway because we spent so much time together. So I mean, I'm not really going to be spending it alone.
I mean, I'll be in work.
Wait, is it Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, so as we don't have college that day, I'm going to be spending most of the day in bed. Like a lot of people do on Valentine's Day.
Oh, God, don't.
Maybe I'll get a takeaway. That's the second reference.
Yeah.
To takeaways.
Yeah.
You need to be quaint.
And which date would you prefer, fun activity or romantic dinner? 72% said fun activity and 28% said romantic dinner.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I think fun
I think
activity.
both.
Also, it's very hard to get a reservation.
Yeah.
So
And-
unless you really put out the finger early, like.
I don't think I'm mentally there for like fully like dressed up romantic dinner. Yeah, I still want to goof about a bit at the minute. Like,
I think a romantic dinner on Valentine's is way too much pressure.
yes, to be
You
perfect, to
know,
I
be
think just a
something.
normal dinner and an activity would be nice. So like if you went to an escape room and then went for food after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just a
Or
chill food.
The other way around.
Yeah,
but
crazy
not
golf,
like
something like that.
some place where you're going to get like the smallest little starter and it's going to cost 20 quid. Like.
I think the perfect date night in Dublin at the minute for our age group is Token. I think it's the best date night.
Token
out
is
there.
pretty
I like
good.
Token.
Yeah.
But I
Which
think
is a
sweets-
better Valentine's gift, snacks or material, as in like clothes and stuff? So 79% said snacks and 21% said material.
Am I the only one who thinks that material things for Valentine's is really weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you get a hoodie or something. I don't get that.
No.
Like, what would you get someone that's like not?
Flowers and chocolate.
Chocolate,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think you already have, like, you've a birthday and you've Christmas, and I think that's enough.
I don't think
Yeah.
people should get presents at all on Valentine's Day.
I
I think
flowers
flowers are
nice.
enough.
Yeah.
Flowers are well enough. I remember having to buy t-shirts on Valentine's Day and I was like, what am I doing?
No, that's weird.
No,
Exactly,
that's
I didn't
weird.
like it at all. Which gift says more, flowers or a card? 39% said flowers and 61% said card.
Well, a card literally says more. So
Well, flowers can mean things.
no, but I feel like it's
Yeah,
nicer
red
to get,
rose
like,
means
a-
love,
Yeah, pink rose means I fancy you.
and yellow rose means
Really?
friendship,
Yeah.
which is why yellow rose are my favourite.
White rose is an
Red
insult,
roses.
isn't it?
White rose is for people who die, is it? No, did I make that
That's a
up?
lily.
white lilies.
Oh,
Yeah,
what are white roses for? Innocence or
President
something.
Snow from the Hunger
probably.
We'll look it up during the.
In-
Flowers are lovely though.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
you can really see how much effort somebody put into you when they pick good flowers for
I
you.
think flowers say a whole lot more. And what was really nice is a lot of lads picked that actually. Well, this was one, and I saw where you voted, and I was actually really surprised by it. In your opinion, is Valentine's just a Hallmark holiday? And the answers for this were either no, it's lovely, or yes, it's a money game. And 28% said no, it's not a Hallmark holiday, and 72% said yes, I think it is. I think it's a bit of a money racket. I know where the tradition came from, St. Valentine, but at this point, I think it's an excuse.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
people are going to use wherever they can make money, but I still think it's a nice idea. I'm like, I'm here for it. I'm like, you know what? If it means people get the guts up to tell people that they like them, or like somebody who doesn't say I love you very often actually decides to actually do, I think it's nice.
I admire the tradition,
Better to
but
have.
I hate walking into supermarkets at this time of year. And it's just there in your face.
I think it's a complete Hallmark holiday, but then I also think Father's Day and Mother's Day are Hallmark holidays.
holidays
I'd agree
too,
with that
but
as
yeah.
well.
I don't think that makes it, like, I don't think that means anything. I think if you want to celebrate it, great. But, like, I don't think the fact that it's a Hallmark holiday, like, lessens it. But it definitely is a Hallmark holiday.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I'll buy that. Oh, do you believe in love at first sight? And it was either yes, ma'am, or no, honey. So 48% said yes, and 52% said no. I think
That's so
I'm
high.
so
That is
surprised
so
by
high.
that.
What, that so many people said yes or no?
That so many people
Yes.
said yes.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sorry,
believe in-
Hans, get up. Like, I'm sorry, get a life.
I believe in infatuation at first sight.
Lust at first sight.
Lust,
That definitely
yeah, but
happens.
you cannot fall in love with someone by going,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'll have a bit of that. Like, no.
That's lust, like.
Yeah.
Because I feel like,
Where are you standing on that?
I don't think you can.
No.
But in saying that though, there's a really, like, my parents have an absolutely beautiful, like, whirlwind of a love story. And I know your parents have something similar too. But my dad saw...
My parents don't even like
No, I don't know how they got together. My mum and dad met each other when they were on holidays in Greece, but my dad saw my mum in the airport when they were going, and apparently said to his friend at the time, and it's something that has been like confirmed that he did say to his friend, nudged her and was like, oh, marry her.
See, okay, that's very sweet and all, but he wasn't in love with her at that point.
No.
He was just
No.
like, oh, she's gorge. I'd love to get to know her.
But he didn't leave
Not
her
like,
alone either.
oh my god, my world has finally started because I've seen her. Like,
Like a Disney song.
like it's very sweet now, but I think
A whole new
I think that's
world.
nicer to be like, yeah, I saw you and had you were gorge, so I went after you, rather than, I don't know, I just find, I don't know.
Find it
Love at
weird.
first sight freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think you should be in love until like 6 months.
Yeah, I'm
into a
kind of like,
relationship.
oh, don't jump the gun there.
No,
my
you wouldn't
friend.
drop the L word on the L word. When do you drop the L word? Here's another question. You said 6 months.
Well, yeah, I think anything sooner than that is a bit early.
Really?
Yeah, that sounds a bit harsh. 6 months sounds like a long time, but I think in the
No, I kind of tend to agree. The longer, I think.
I think it depends on what kind of a person you are. If you throw around "I love yous" like they're nothing, then 2 months, whatever you want.
Yeah.
But if you've never said it to someone before, or
See, I
You only
kind
say
of
it to a few
cringed
people.
there when you said 6 months, thinking that was really late, and then I remembered that mine was 5 months. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, actually, that's not that bad.
like
You know?
if you're at that kind of stage, you're only going on like a date a week or something.
Yeah,
It's not that many dates to
No.
be saying "I love you," do you know?
yeah.
Yeah, mine was
no,
after
you're
6
right.
months as
I
well.
think 5 to 6 months is correct. Actually, I was gonna fight you, and then I was like, oh, I was doing the maths.
people
and I
who
was
say
like,
I love you after like a week, I'm kind of like, oh, come on.
Ugh. Hashtag Love Island.
In fairness, has that ever been said on Love Island?
Yeah.
I love you.
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you not remember
Big time.
Tommy and Molly May?
They always say "I love you." Yeah, there's at least a few.
Well, to
people
be fair,
who-
they're lasting, so
I suppose,
maybe it works
I
in some
suppose.
cases.
Which is a better film to watch on Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day or The Notebook? So 36% said Valentine's Day and 64% said The Notebook. I can't really stomach The Notebook.
I can't stomach Valentine's Day.
Really? I
I
think
think
it's a
it's
great
a poor
film.
man's love, actually.
Yeah, it really is. But to be fair though, like Notebook is quite sad.
It
You don't
is,
want to
yeah.
be sad. Like say you're watching it with like your partner or whatever, and then it's over. You're kind of like,
I wonder if
What
it was
do
the
we do
people
now,
that
like?
said that they'd be alone that would watch The Notebook, because it's not a watch with people
Ooh.
movie, because there's ugly crying.
Yeah.
do you know what? I remember the first time I watched it. That like sex scene that's in it. Spoiler alert. It's like there's so much talking in it. And it goes on for ages. And I just felt so awkward.
Is this the
watching
one
it.
on the floor?
In the barn? Am I correct in that?
No, it's like the house hasn't been like renovated yet.
I know,
Yeah.
but she does not stop talking, and I'm like, oh guys, can we just hurry this on? a little
I think that's a
bit?
bit realistic.
That's her
It is, but I'm
preference.
just like, oh, I don't know. It's something. Oh, I remember being like,
Move on.
either get to it
Yeah.
or don't have it at all.
Well, to conclude the poll that was online, I also opened up a form where people could wish their other halves Happy Valentine's Day. And instead of getting wishes to their other halves, a lot of people wanted to wish themselves. But I'm going to read them out for them anyway. So, Aisling Williams, Happy Valentine's Day to my dog Winston because boys are silly. Orla Mars Toolin, me, myself and I, baby, Happy Valentine's Day. Rebecca Finn, going to the Vancouver Aquarium with Alva, Shane, Steve, Robbie and Alice. That's a triple date, Rebecca.
Ooh.
I know.
That's
it's
Sister Rebecca.
That's Sister Rebecca in
Excuse
Vancouver
me.
on a triple date.
Go on.
Aye, aye. Yeah! Yeah!
No, absolutely not.
Ryan Phillips, Happy Valentine's Day to my tub of Ben and Jerry's, and thank you for my gif you made earlier. Nino O'Brien, happy V-Day to me because I'm my own soulmate and treat myself fairly decent.
Oh, fair play, Nina.
Lily Rose,
Well said.
happy V-Day to the Alone Gang, and Ashley wanted to wish me a very happy Valentine's Day, so thank you, Ashley. I'm going to be with my dog and my sister, and we are going to be doing a bit of Valentine's versus Galentine's films. So the premise is, which rom-coms would you watch with your other half or your gals?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah, so what we're going to start with is we're going to have Dirty Dancing, Vals or Gals.
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 Definitely
gals.
a Gals.
Gals or with your guy and try the moves.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I've definitely, I have watched it with another half, so I
don't get
think it's a both.
I just don't get it.
You
I don't
the
get
film.
it. I'm sorry. I don't get Dirty Dancing. He's a bit of a... Ugh.
I mean, you're supposed to kind of hate him.
Do you know what else? You know your man with his face from Greece, Danny?
Yes.
He's also... Ew.
Yeah. Danny's
I don't know. Maybe
Danny's
it's the whole like pre-Me Too kind of thing where they're like, oh, he's such a bad boy. He's a bad man. I love him. And I'm like, oh,
treat
no.
me bad.
Yeah, and I'm like, ew, no.
Treat me well. We want respect and equality. Bridget Jones' Diary.
Gals.
Gals.
Me.
I'd be too embarrassed to watch that with a boy. I feel. Hugh Grant, like I used to have such a crush on Hugh Grant, and like that movie ruined it for me because he's such a mean person in it.
He is a bad boy,
Yeah.
but we love a bad boy sometimes.
But
Do we though?
I feel like Bridget Jones is made for those I'm really sad days. I think that's what it's for. It's meant
Yes.
to kind of make you go, I'm not the only one who's
I
having a
thought
crap
Bridget
time.
Jones's Baby was hilarious.
haven't
yes,
seen that one.
I would.
I think it's the best one,
Yeah.
which is very
How
rare.
many are there? I feel
Three.
there's so much. Three. Okay, I need to watch. I only
But
watched-
apparently there's like another book where Mr. Darcy is no longer living.
Oh
Yeah,
god! If
well-
they make that movie, I'll be cross.
I don't think they will. I don't think they could.
Okay.
I think everyone would be too upset. A Cinderella Story starring Hilary Duff. Vals or Gals?
Watch that with absolutely everyone. Best
Never seen
movie ever.
I think that's a Vals as well. I think it's decent enough for a Vals. Like with your other half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
absolutely.
seen it.
Chad McAmurray.
It's such a good movie. Jenny.
Wait, hang on. Is that the one where?
She loses her phone. No, she doesn't lose her phone.
It's
She does lose her
I
phone.
think it could have been the Big
Chad
Big movie
McAmurray.
years ago when I was like 8 and I have no memory of it. But
What do you
I
think
think I've
of the
probably seen it.
Selena Gomez one?
Where she loses her Zune and it's your man Drew.
Love it.
So Drew, the original voice of Troy Bolton in the first High School Musical film, is like a pop star coming back to his regular school, and he dances with Selena Gomez
good.
at the ball, but she like gives in her Zune to like the aux chords. She wants to play DJ, and he's
like
trying
an
to
iPhone.
find her based on the songs that were on her Zune, and it's a lot.
It's so good. I haven't watched the
Sue
Christmas.
Sylvester's the mom.
Yes. She's
I'm
also
waiting
brilliant
on
in it.
call
Isn't
for
she the
you.
mom in like Carly as well? She's Sam's mom.
Oh yeah,
She is.
Sam's mom.
Jane Lynch.
Jane Lynch playing all the
Oh.
moms. Sue.
That's a great girl.
Susan. Pretty Woman.
Oh,
That's a Vals as well, I think.
oh, you can watch that with a boy. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
You could,
It's
yeah.
funny.
There's enough to keep them entertained.
Yeah. Big mistake. Big.
Huge.
Huge.
Best scene in the movie without it.
Now, Jenny, here's your fave, Titanic.
Oh, I love Titanic. I could watch Titanic 100 times over.
I
Like,
just
I
get
love
bored.
Titanic. I
Vals or
love it.
Gals, would you watch it?
Ugh.
I
Valentine's
watch
Day?
it. I'd
Yeah, I
watch
watch
it
it.
with. Okay, now the thing is, if you're okay, if you cry, if you're okay with your other half seeing you just sob, unless you don't sob and you're heartless. Like with you gals, I'd be there, I'd be crying and I
Yeah.
wouldn't care. But like, it depends
I have
on.
never seen you cry in a movie.
Really, I cried hell on loads of movies.
Lads,
I cried Love
I
Island.
cried
for
at
Christ's sake.
Legally Blonde the other day, and I was like, wow, new low. I was like,
We're
absolutely
not
new low.
allowed to speak about time in my house.
Oh, my dad loves that movie.
My dad does too, and the reason
He
I
thinks
can't
it's
watch
brilliant.
it is because when said thing happens with Donald Gleason's pretend father in it, the song that is used, which is Nick Cave, my dad was like, oh, play that at my funeral, yeah?
Ugh.
Sobs, I can't watch it now. And like my dad would like sometimes sing it at me, or he'd be scrolling by something on Netflix and he'll go, about time? And everyone's like, ah. But that's only on my behalf because they know I'll make a scene. I think they don't mind
I
the
No,
film.
I cried so many films, but Titanic, I absolutely adore it. I don't know why. I just really, I love
I
even the
Titanic
music.
is so long. I'm just like, just sing.
Yeah, people get bored of
My
it.
Yeah.
favourite
I don't
bit
get how.
about Titanic is, you know, when your man, you can see him hit off the pole and he goes, "Bleh," when the
Stop.
I think
split.
it's the worst set as well.
Is that Pablo? Or is
Pablo?
it,
No,
is there
I don't think
some
it's a character.
No, Pablo just gets crushed by the
propeller?
Yes.
no, by the funnel thing. The
Oh, sure, who
Yoke.
knows?
Via something.
so good.
The Notebook. Nicholas Sparks.
Seen it once. Don't really care.
That
about
makes
seeing
me
it
ugly
again.
cry, like in fairness. And no matter how many times I watch it,
I
I'll
watched
ugly
it with a
cry.
boy.
Did you?
ugly
Mhm.
cry?
I think so, but I was kind of like, ugh.
I think it's a bit of a one and done. You've seen it.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
You have to really be in the mood for it.
I would, you have to be like, I'm in the Notebook
I'd
mood.
never just go, oh, I'll put on the Notebook.
Also, I feel like if I was with my gals, I just get bored and we just talk over it the entire time. Like, I thought we would actually watch it seriously.
Well, we were bad at talking over anyway,
Yeah.
so if we're not really in the mood
What's
for
the
it.
passionate scene in the brain? Oh,
I wrote to you
every day.
every day for you.
She's just like,
I
oh.
don't know why did we all put on weird asses that we're not?
I'll have for you. Scene.
Yeah.
And my favourite rom-com that I've seen in a while, it's the best one, and the sequel is coming out. It's going to be on for Valentine's Day, the 14th, and it's To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
Still haven't seen it.
I enjoy that movie. It's easy watching. It's not like
real. It's a great
Oscar worthy, but it's a good movie.
It's fantastic. Like, okay, never mind the representation, but the
Which
story is the representation is fantastic.
Yeah.
But the story is so good, and he is Noah Centineo is such a lovable guy. And he picks bad movies, but this is one of the best ones he has. Let's not get started on Sierra Burgess.
Oh my no,
yeah.
don't talk. I hate that movie. I hate that movie so much.
Bad. No, even he was in the latest Charlie's Angels.
I'm sorry,
and it
was he in
a
the
flop.
one that he was in the booth, kissing booth?
No.
No, oh god,
That
that's
was,
even,
okay, just throw it out there. That was a terrible film.
That's
oh
a
my
Jacob
god.
Elordi or something like that. He's
I don't know
beautiful.
why, but I've watched that movie twice, and I have no reason to have watched it twice because I hated it so much the first time.
So bad.
Yeah, no, it's very
I
bad.
hate movies that end with like the name.
Yes.
And it was she's like at the end, she's like, and it's all down to a kissing booth. And I'm
And
like,
Yeah, it's just so cringe.
and that's a Wattpad story right there.
That's
Yeah.
getting the sequel too.
Is
No, it's
it?
not.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
I think I know this.
Again.
Yeah, another kissing booth.
Oh.
I loved All the Boys I've Loved Before, and Lana Condor is a fantastic leading lady. She is so cool.
And their chemistry is very good, actually. in fairness.
Very good. The
I was
pattern.
convinced. I was like, oh, they're dating.
And it's full, I like anyone who's like, oh, this is a nod to John Hughes, you have me sold. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. And I read recently that Sex Education is actually, the costuming in that is a nod to John Hughes.
Not fair.
And a lot of the
Which
films.
was that was renewed for season 3.
Yeah.
Wash your hands, you dirty pig. Otis, does your mum know you're having a party?
But Otis, you don't have any friends.
And this is how we're going to end the show. Just all of us doing
Crisps, Otis.
They eat crisps.
Fantastic. But yes, I read recently that even though that second season was fantastic, even though some people are unsure about the ending, there was nods to, I definitely saw nods to Mean Girls in there.
Yeah.
But there was the nod to The Breakfast Club in the library. And then apparently when Mr. Groff is trying to listen in on his wife's consultation with Otis's mum, it's him mimicking the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, who's trying to look in the windows.
Fair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I see that.
I do see that, yeah.
And they've explained why a lot of the, like, they have Letterman jackets or, you know, certain things that look Americanized, and that's because they wanted it to be able to appeal to a wider audience in both the UK and
What
America.
I like about, and it kind of annoys you, but I like it for some reason with Sex Education, is that you don't know, like, it's meant to be in modern times, but they wear like 80s and 90s clothes.
Yeah, but they all have phones
Yes.
and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of
And
strange.
I don't think
to
they
me.
ever need to come out and say like, oh, this is set in this year and
No.
it's in a British school. And
No.
I love the
reason for the
unknown
80s
part.
clothes, as well as they said that, you know, it was in honor of John Hughes films, it's because a lot of the subjects that they're dealing with, although they make them comedic, could be very dark. So in contrast, they're using these bright colours to kind of balance it out. And
Yeah, fair.
subconsciously that works, because, I mean, that trailer park is dim,
yeah.
you know?
It's such a good show.
Fantastic
That's something
show.
you could definitely watch.
I
on Valentine's
preferred
Day.
season
Yeah.
2 to the first season, though.
Oh my god, season 2 was sensational.
I thought it was great. I know some people don't like cliffhangers, and I'm like, you don't like good storytelling.
I love it.
Period.
Oh, that cliffhanger made me so. Oh, I was like
But
yelling at the
people-
telly. I was like, no!
It's like, I hate when people are like, oh, I just wish people would get together. Then what happens after that? You know, you need a Ross and
I know,
Rachel
but you know, my
scenario, you
heart,
need to drag
my
it
heart
out.
for Otis though in that last scene, I was just like, oh no,
The party
never
scene.
gonna. No, well, yeah, the party scene. But
we've
I
all
mean,
been
like,
there.
I mean
We
the
have
cliffhanger.
Oh, I mean, who doesn't say things they don't want to say when they've had it? They're young. When I was young, I used to bounce
But
back.
that's like one of his first times drinking.
when I was young, she says at 21. When
I was kind of like,
youth.
come on, Otis, look a bit more tired. Shouldn't be that much that peppy.
You're funny.
Gene
But
tune.
in the spirit of things, changing subject completely, which would you prefer, Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day?
Valentine's Day.
Galentine's Day. Well, while you're young, Mrs. L1 over here collecting her geriatric pension.
That was an unprovoked attack. What's that for?
That was an assassination.
Why? What am I doing? That's your reaction.
I didn't answer, so Galentine's Day, I'd say.
Yeah.
I mean, just at this stage, I would much rather just watch crappy movies and get wine drunk than have to get dressed up.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
won't be spending Galentine's with you now because you called me geriatric. For no reason.
If it's said with love, it's not bullying. RuPaul told me that. But that's to conclude that which is better, Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day? Galentine's Day has the win, and that was for the Women in Radio Day here
Yeah,
in DC.
spend time with your fellow women.
Spend time and also watch Love Island tonight.
Do.
And don't watch Generation Dating.
Oh god.
Yikes! Okay.
Bella's on that for reference. She doesn't just hate the show.
I have my own GIF.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
gift. Oh.
And we're gonna sign off on that note. Say goodbye, guys. Thanks for listening to the Bella Buzz today with Janine Keegan and Aoife McMahon.
She is on fire today. Oh my god.
I thoroughly enjoyed having half of it. Good. I thoroughly enjoyed having my cheesy single gals back in here.
It was cute.
It was nice.
I
It
liked
was really
the
good.
reunion.
Good conversation, and tune in next week. Thanks very much.
Happy Galentine's.
Happy
Bye.